You are listening to High School 510, where sports is the plane, comedy is the pilot, and the sweet cheaper is our jet fuel. Please sit back and enjoy the ride.
You know what? I used to tell people my dream job was to work in a hospital and to be able to say if you could take your child home or not after you pick the name. And let me tell you, they would not have been left the hospital. It has to phonetically make sense and just not be stupid. It can be related. It can mean something. It can be in other languages. It has to phonetically make sense in one of the 8,000 languages of the world.
So Aaron wants it to be where he's like, man, if my dream job would be a job where I can have a magic moment every time I do my job.
No, it wouldn't be a magic moment.
What you trying to name your kid?
No.
Decon Ladita?
No, as soon as they say, I'm not going to repeat the name. I'm going to say, go back to the drawing board. Child not approved to go home yet.
You cannot spell China with a Z.
Exactly. You cannot spell Suave with an F. I had a kid named Suave in Oakland with an F. We had Clowney. I couldn't say his first name.
Wait, what's his name? Say his first name. Our fans don't know the sports.
All right, this doesn't count. You know why this doesn't count?
All right, I won't give it to you.
Because my
but you
job. What I tell you?
it.
What's my dream job? Kevin told you on the show before. What was my dream job?
Your dream job is Aaron.
I have one dream.
I know what it is.
It
is actually to be their surname. So if people have kids and they come up to you and we want to name our kid this, you can be like, nah, fuck that shit.
They have to get my approval at the hospital before they can take their kid home. So the fact, let me tell you, Clowney's name, he wouldn't have gone home yet.
What? Jadavian?
Exactly, Jadavian. I mean, it makes sense logistically, but I would probably tell them just to try harder, and then if they can't get any better, I might approve of.
Well, they didn't put an apostrophe in there.
That's true, so that's better.
Okay,
and it does work linguistically.
It's phonetically sound.
Phonetically, it is sound, but it's some made up shit though.
Well, for it to be Jadavian and then your last name is Clowney, but people ain't gonna forget that name.
Okay, so I actually have a question for you. How would you say that name?
Come on, we already went over this. We already went over this.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Tim. Tim, how would you say this name right here?
Let me see.
Maybe we didn't go over it on the show. I talk so much about this.
How would you pronounce that name?
Nadeja.
Freaking close.
Nadasha.
It's Nadasha.
Well, I didn't think that.
So
I thought maybe.
So for the listeners, it's an N-A, it's a hyphen, and it's an A. So I have been told by my wife that name is Nadasha.
Mm-hmm, Nadasha.
And I think you are one out of two people in the world to get that name right.
My sister got it right.
Nadasha?
Yes.
My sister got it right, but she didn't believe me when I told her it was Nadasha.
Tim is blown right now. He's like, you got to be kidding me.
Now that parent would have lost all parental
I thought
rights.
it was like a chemical compound for a second.
It's because I'm doing titrations in chem class right now. What the fuck is this?
That parent would have lost all parental rights with Nadasha.
So for
Jadavian. See, you're struggling with it. Jadavian.
Well, I had a couple of dreams.
Jadavian.
Oh, you give it to me?
No, you can't do it off a name see, that's the problem.
Keegan got a magic moment for that.
You can't do magic moment off of stupid ass names.
Yeah.
But the name is.
Remember you did that with me.
You know what?
Who was
I'll
that
take
partner?
it. I'll take it.
Okay,
I said it right the first time.
You did, and you corrected Aaron on it too.
Yeah,
but here's the thing, Aaron. Bruh, you can pronounce any porn star's name that could.
The porn star names are normal names.
I've seen you pronounce Eastern European porn star names like you read the ingredients of bread. And I'm like, this nigga over here.
No, they say it in the porno too.
And then here's another thing. Yeah, I don't see it written down completely different how it's pronounced.
Yeah, that'd be just weird having subtitles while watching porno.
Like Ben, what is it? Ben Cavius, Ben Jarvis Mingo, whatever his name is. What's his name?
Ben Jarvis
Green Ellis.
What is his name? No,
Ben
Mingo.
Jarvis.
Barkevius
Mingo.
Hey.
Exactly. I shouldn't get a magic moment for saying that wrong. His parents should get a forever magic moment for being fucking jackass.
Hey, shout out to Barkevius Mingo's family. Y'all get him. You know what, Aaron? I'll let you nominate families who deserve also to get magic moments for naming their kids fucked up.
That's
How about
not a
that?
magic moment. That's just ignorance. And let me tell you, he actually fits because he was the one that was traded for Clowney.
Wait, okay, so quick question. So does last names get it too? Like
No,
Roethlisberger?
because last names you can't
Or
really
just
control. And
Jankowski?
a lot of last names are off of like.
No, you can change your last name.
They're foreign. Yeah, but it's not.
But
Chad
it's a family.
Ochocinco.
It's as a
like
family name. Yeah. No, you can't.
Yeah, but like
World
Chad
Peace.
Ochocinco kids are like forever Ochocinco.
No, luckily he.
No, I don't think he named
He
his
didn't name
kids
them his kids.
Ochocinco.
And then he changed his name back legally to Johnson.
Okay, see.
And then he was crying over Devontae Adams' footwork.
Man, he's an artist.
It has been a slippery slope.
He
for
is an
that
artist.
This
Johnson
NFL
dude.
season has been the best
an artist.
already.
He's like an artist, man. He's like an artist.
I thought that was Tyrese for like 3 seconds.
Come on.
It says, hak slag, slag weg, smoke, beelzak, mega.
All right, so Aaron, so what happened with this this movement, this trade, this Texans and Dolphins? What's happening?
Oh, yeah. So basically, Houston gave up a lot and they got a lot. So Houston traded Clowney to Seattle for 2 players and a 3rd-round draft pick. They traded Barkevius Mingo and
You were so close.
And their 3rd-string middle linebacker, who is in rotation and on special teams, but he was 3rd string.
Yeah.
And Mingo was going to get cut. Like all the Seattle coaches, he was on the block.
Yeah.
Like basically, they traded for Clowney for peanuts, and Houston's paying half the salary, over $7 million.
So they only got a
they just
3rd-round
not-
draft pick for him.
So they just not like him that much?
Well, he didn't want to sign. He wasn't going to do. He
didn't wanna
said
do
he wasn't
franchise.
going to. They were going to franchise him.
The same way that he was like, I need my money, bruh. You guys guaranteed Andrew Luck, and he ain't even play a year,
here we
and he over here rehabbing all the time, and he won't even throw the ball in front of none of his teammates because he afraid about his rehab process. And you guys are allowing him not to do nothing around the team. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he didn't want to be franchise tagged. He's willing to play as a free agent for Seattle, but not. He didn't want to do it in Houston. He's like,
Essentially, yeah.
and so they traded him, and he looked good today.
Clowney did?
Clowney looked.
I
good.
didn't see it.
Well, they have him
I didn't see
playing.
it.
They have him, and then here's another thing.
They have him
He's
playing
playing his
outside
natural
linebacker.
position. No, he's playing
playing DN.
DN, and he was dominating.
Yeah.
Okay.
His hand was in the dirt every play.
Yeah.
And he dominated.
Running over fools.
I think he's
basically.
gonna.
Running over fools.
He's gonna be like more athletic DeMarcus Lawrence.
Does he now look better than Khalil Mack? Because that was the whole debate in that draft: was should you take Khalil Mack or should you take Clowney? Everyone, the consensus was take Clowney, but so far that's been
Well, put it like this. The thing when you got a D lineman is that they can tie up blocks. So like Seattle had over 5 sacks
yeah,
today.
but Mack played DN his first year.
He did.
and
played-
he was doing that
dominated.
exact same.
So today he had their team had 5 sacks, and one of the interior linemen had like 2, and Clowney had a bunch of tackles for loss. I think he had 1 sack, but he just opened up that whole defensive line without Ziggy Ansah being on the other side.
But still, to my point, do you now projecting? Do you think he can
Can
end
make
up
the
being
better
better than Khalil Mack?
I said we gotta wait and see.
I would say
I wouldn't pay him this Khalil Mack money.
no.
No, not yet. No, definitely not.
I would say no. Mostly because Khalil Mack has 2 things that Clowney doesn't. He has a technique, and I think he's a bigger freak of nature.
What?
And plus, he's not injury prone like Jadeveon Clowney is.
I would argue though,
But-
and I love Khalil Mack,
Jadeveon-
and I've been saying, and besides last year, I've been saying Khalil Mack is the best defensive player in all the league since he got
Aaron Donald.
even over Aaron Donald. But last year, I think Aaron Donald set himself apart.
Okay.
But I would argue that I think Clowney is a bigger freak of nature than.
He is, but like his just technique, his
No, I
injury
think
prone-
Khalil Mack. Yeah, no, he has the technique.
Well, now we'll be able to see what Clowney's
And the
technique
work.
is
We're
gonna see,
because playing in
especially
a
guys
playing in a
playing in
3-4.
Exactly. That was my question.
That's what I was gonna say.
Projecting
So now that
wise.
he's actually in Seattle with like
Yeah.
somebody that's gonna actually use him to his best advantage, I think he might actually show some promise.
Yeah. Another crazy thing that happened was that trade happened, but then
Then right after that, the next day
Texans.
actually, the Texans then trade. They didn't trade 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick to Miami for Laramie Tunsil,
And Kenny
Mr.
Stills.
Gas Mask Draft Night, and Kenny the
Thrill Steals.
Thrill, The thrill. I hate Jay-Z still.
You know what? Shout out to Kenny Steele's sponsorship, man. Come on our show. We love to talk to you about Inspire Change.
But they got fleeced. They got fleeced. I think Houston got fleeced. Houston got fleeced. They got better. Don't get me wrong. They got better.
They got better.
They needed offensive line help badly. The problem was they traded the offensive line into Seattle for nothing before, right?
Yeah.
And then their best offensive line, and so they finally need them. That they got a quarterback they trying to protect that also injury prone.
Why didn't they just say, "Hey, we'll give you Clowney and a first-round pick for Tunsil and Stills"? Deal done. You keep a first-round pick because basically they gave a first-round pick for Kenny Stills. That's what they did. Kenny Stills not a first-round draft pick, right receiver.
I think they gave up the second-round draft pick for Kenny Stills. I think they gave up 2 first-round draft picks.
But that's the point. Is like you could have given him 1 first-round draft pick and Clowney, which you don't have anyways, and you only got a third-round pick and some throwaway pieces to replace it. So they it didn't make sense.
This is why you don't have your coach as the GM.
Right? And this is why you need to hire a GM.
Bob O'Brien was like,
this is I forgot who was talking about it. Somebody was talking about it on one of the NFL shows, and they said this is every GM's joy right now. They said the Houston Texans are basically just upping the GM price and how much they're worth now.
Yeah.
Because this is just failing. We've seen it fail in the past.
Yeah.
But we never seen it happen like so close to season.
Yeah.
Like when Andy Reid was his own GM.
Yeah.
And other people their own GM. When
Al
Belichick was
Davis.
his own GM for a little bit.
Boy, Al Davis did it better than anybody.
When it first went into the season, and it's like most of them, they did it for a couple of years, so you got to see it like slowly deteriorate or not go well.
Yeah.
This is the first one where they fired him right after the draft, and then we're just seeing bad move after bad move after bad move. And it's
so they fired their GM right after the draft.
They fired the GM who drafted, and I think they were upset because he drafted 3 offensive linemen with their first 3 picks.
Well, that's an investment for your quarterback in the
Wait,
future
they
of the
took
team.
3 offensive linemen and then they traded for Laramie Tunsil?
Yeah, because they had a terrible O-line last year.
He
got
They
sacked.
had one of the worst O-lines.
He got sacked
Do
60
you
something
guys
times
really
last
think
year.
Laramie Tunsil is that good?
He's good, but he's not that good.
I wouldn't say he's top 5 tackles in the league.
No, he's not.
Is
He's
he-
still good.
is he-
But he got top 5
He's
trade
top half.
value.
Is he 2
He's a
first
Pro
round
Bowler,
draft
right?
picks good?
He's a Pro Bowler.
Okay, cool.
Is he 2 first round draft picks good?
No, he's not 2 draft
So
picks.
that's the point. It's like Bill O'Brien, like basically gave up way more assets than what he got back. He got what he wanted in the end, but the way he worked it, it was just like, bruh, all you got to do is say, hey, here's the offer: first round pick, Jadeveon Clowney, give me Laramie Tunsil, and give me Kenny Stills, and like a 7th round pick, 6th round pick, and just be like, that's it. That's the deal. If they have made that deal, because they went right back to Miami and made a deal where like, okay, we already got rid of Clowney, but what else could we got?
What else can we give you?
Well, shit. Oh damn, we ain't got Clowney no more. How about 2 first round picks?
You know what the saying is?
It's like no.
The saying is this: is that this is the reason why they always want to separate general manager and coaching in every sport. Coaches see what we need right now. Coaches are about now. They got to coach. They got to say their job. General managers see the future.
Yeah.
And I think Miami would have gave up Kenny Stills for like a bag of peanuts.
Man, they would have given him a
They were
5th
trying
round
to
pick.
get-
They were trying to get him off the team because him and the
real.
coach wasn't agreeing.
No,
They
it's
weren't agreeing.
him and the owner wasn't
Yeah.
agreeing.
Well, he
Yeah,
also
you're
he's
right.
also been vocal about taking a knee, and he's still doing taking a knee thing.
Well, don't forget they also played Jay-Z music. That was the coach that played the Jay-Z music.
on purpose.
Oh,
3 songs.
talking about to hype him up, man. You talk about, hey man, that might have to be. You talk about on a bucket hype list, hype songs, Jay-Z songs to
Hey,
Kenny Stills.
I just wonder.
For real.
I wonder if Bill O'Brien was like,
Now they gonna play Beyonce songs in Houston?
nah. Well, Beyonce. Yeah,
She is from there.
Yeah, she is. Hey, my thing is, I wonder if Bill O'Brien was calling Bill Belichick up and be like, man, what kind of deals did you make when you were the GM? Bill Belichick's like, bruh, let me just tell you, just overpay anybody for anybody. Just if a deal seems too good and too feasible, just don't do it.
Bag of peanuts.
Go get
I'll bag up
3
peanuts.
things for 1 in one place, and then send 3 things for 1.5 on the other side.
You guys are really hating on Barkevius Mingo and not all of it.
Barkevius-
He hasn't even been said.
Barkevius
His
Mingo
name
has
barely
not been
mentioned.
able
he was about to get cut by Seattle.
He's basically
He was the first round draft.
yeah, and he's
For
been an
Cleveland when they didn't know what they were
first
doing.
round draft pick. Yeah.
Somebody's going to tap into that potential.
What I
you
will
guys,
say,
and
though-
it's probably going to not be Bill O'Brien.
It's gonna be Bill Belichick. Yeah, I think he already played for the Patriots though. Bingo. The Patriots like, man, we can't even use your
Dude,
talents.
that's like the barometer, though, man. Like, if you can't play well for the Patriots, you should probably quit.
For real. Yeah.
Like, you should probably like
I
they're like. I could have had a practice with the Patriots
Yeah.
and maybe done well for a game. You
that
know
was
what
the
I
end of
mean?
Ocho
Like,
Cinco.
Yeah.
When people
yeah,
realize
that's
he
when
couldn't
that's
play
no.
there,
I swear
I was
that's
like,
when the
that's
rest of the
crazy.
league is like, this dude doesn't have it. They're done.
Yeah,
Did he play for anybody else after that?
No. Because
No, I think he signed one other place, but didn't last very long. I feel like he signed one more place, but
because remember the
he got
Patriots
into
argument
camp or
was
something.
he couldn't read before the plays, and he wasn't the Chris Robert.
He couldn't read.
Couldn't read
Called
the
me ignorant.
defenses.
Couldn't read good.
And he said I was ugly and I couldn't read good.